It's a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. It's interesting because last month we were exploring the topic of perspective. And this month, I'd like to ask you, do you feel lost? When you think of perspective, does it leave you feeling confused or even in a state of frustration because you don't know how or where to grasp what might be the right, the positive, or the healthy outlook? Whether or not it's perspective or just life, I would say most of us at some point in our lives feel lost. Here at the Lone Doctrine, we like to get to the root. We give you something that is short because time is limited, actionable, and practical. This month, we're going to explore the feeling and some actionable and practical ways on how to approach and move through to find your perspective and better yet, find your path towards betterment. Positivity is something that most societies ingrain in us. You should be happy. You should be fine. What's wrong with you? It's as if society idolizes positivity and treats those who dare feel otherwise as outcasts. I'm here to tell you that standard, that perspective is so beyond what humans actually need. To feel all the emotions, that is what makes us human. The best path we can lead is being able to understand our emotions, to learn how to cope with the more difficult ones, and continue to feed our mind right in order to live a healthy life. There's a great quote: "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the capacity for action despite our fears." We tend to get lost because the expectations become so overwhelming to just be happy that when we feel anything otherwise, we sometimes get lost in a loop of feeling bad for feeling bad, but we feel bad. You know, I always think of how different the world would be if it was required to learn about the human psyche, about our emotions, coping skills, and how important it is to care for your mental well-being as a required course throughout all schooling. Unless these concepts are being taught at home, more often than not, they're not being taught at all. And most of our youth is left feeling lost, which leads them into an adulthood of feeling lost. You might be that kid. You might be that adult. You might have had times in your life where you felt lost and had to push through. No matter where you stand, each of us has had our time, and if you haven't yet, then I hope this month can support you for when you will. This might seem like a total downer, but it's not, because our emotions, good or bad, are a part of life. It's the mixed up teachings and expectations that puts, in my opinion, too much pressure on being perfect. No one is perfect. So let's explore. What does it feel like to feel lost? It's a can of worms, but in a nutshell, you might feel like life is empty. You may feel at a loss of a purpose. You may feel you're being ignored. You lose hope, or you're just not sure what direction your life should be moving in. The list is very unique. You are unique, and you might define it differently, and this feeling may have just been a situation in your life. Right now, this very moment, I'm here to tell you it's okay. It's okay to feel lost sometimes, but the most important thing is to not pitch a tent in Lostville and become a long-term resident. I'd like to explore a snippet of an article I found by medium.com. I think I'm lost. I really don't know how to live the rest of my life. I feel hopeless and depressed with no goals or dreams. What should I do? I suspect that many people in this modern world have felt this way in some point of their life. Feeling like your life is empty, feeling like you are without hope, feeling like you are heading towards nothing in life or worse. And it is a sad condition, considering the fact that we have so many resources to go to and to help ourselves, if only we understand ourselves better. If you are experiencing this condition right now, my deepest sympathy goes to you. You have to know that you are not alone. You have to realize and understand that these hard times you are facing right now, they are not going to last forever. At this point, if you're here listening to this, you have survived 100% of your bad days. It seems cliche, I know, but it's true. Time is one of the things that will reveal a brighter future and a vision towards yourself. And it will be a very wise decision if you choose to enjoy this moment as a resting period. Cultivate and take care of yourself because this will help you tremendously. Some of the main causes of feeling that inner emptiness is sometimes many of us experiencing life-changing moments and we're really not ready to face it. The loss of a loved one could be one of those reasons. We are so used to receiving certain affection from some people, and when they go away or no longer give that affection, it leaves a big hole in our heart. And I personally think that it's a justified reason. It is completely okay for us to grieve for that person as long as we know when to heal, as long as we know when to then use that to live a better life in their honor. You could also manifest inner emptiness and feeling lost inside by many different facets. I hate my job. I have no passion whatsoever. I'm not getting enough human contact, and I don't have a satisfying relationship. My partner doesn't love me anymore. I feel so alone and lonely, and so many more. Could you see the wide theme, but the one core red line in these problems? The main reason for all of these problems is a lack of love. That is the worst disease in the world today. Not tuberculosis, not leprosy, not cancer. It is the poverty born of a lack of love. Of course, I don't just mean romantic love, but love can come in so many different ways. You have the love for work, if you want to become more passionate in it. You have to love your significant other if you want to feel more intimate and connected to them. You have to love yourself if you want to get rid of these inner feelings of emptiness. You might not notice it before, but when you are feeling lost and empty inside, you kind of going through life in an autopilot mode. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you wash your face, and do everything you need to do without really thinking about it because it's so familiar to you. You are no longer a human. You are now robotic human beings incapable of feeling the sensation of happiness. What has my life become? You might ask yourself. I don't sign up for life only to live a soulless life like this. That might not be exactly what you're saying because you aren't even aware that you are living that soulless life. You don't even understand what a soulless life means. Well, now you will. A soulless life is without much meaning. We live in a modern time where success is being measured by how much money you get or how pretty your significant other is. You are trained to be busy for something you don't actually care for. Being busy impressing others that have a different value system than yourself. Being busy doing something you don't even know why you're doing it in the first place. As a result, you become a human without imagination. In your eyes, being playful and creative is for hippies. You learn to tame your inner needs and wants, leaving you living a life of suppression and lies. You no longer listen to yourself, and therefore there is a big black hole of yourself that's pounding and crying for help. And these empty and lost feelings is one of the ways your subconscious mind reminds you that there is more to life than this. So here's some actionable and practical ways to start to find that why. Why do you feel lost? Why do you have these moments of feeling empty or feeling at loss? To put it simply, what you can do when you experience these inner feelings of emptiness is examine gently why you are feeling the way you are feeling. Choose your reasons based on your recent experience and try to improve your situation, even if it's just slowly and one step at a time. Give yourself enough self-care and self-love. This might be what you need the most. And if you go back into the archives, we spent an entire month, if not two, talking about the importance of filling your cup. Having that self-care in your life and having the self-love in your life is the root of everything and is so important because that radiates out. That allows you to give everyone around you love. And most importantly, take your time and always remember to enjoy your life. Find those small, big, medium enjoyments and do your best to be in the present and allow yourself to experience those in its whole entirety, in its whole being, in its whole moment. I'll leave you with this quote, and it's something you may have to listen to a couple times. The pursuit of something positive can itself be a negative experience, while the acceptance of something negative can itself be a positive experience. The pursuit of something positive can itself be a negative experience, while the acceptance of something negative can itself be a positive experience. The Lone Doctrine is a place to explore all the ins and outs of our mental well-being, and I hope I can support you through all your ups and downs. Better yet, connect you to resources that will constantly give you good food for thought. As we explore feeling lost further within this month, I hope you can find that light bulb moment that will guide you towards an awesome life. We are here for you, and we thank you for being here with us. Speaking of making it better for us, would you consider making our world a better place? We'd love for you to join our Patreon community as a patron. We are seeking change for the better, and here's how you can help. It's a win-win for as little as $1 a month or as much as you'd like when you sign up to become a patron on Patreon. We will be offering bonus episodes, behind-the-scenes sneak peeks, interviews, giveaways, and more. We would love for you to join us, and the more you give, the more we can support you. Come visit us at patreon.com/Lone Doctrine, patreon.com/Lone Doctrine. You can also find the link in the show notes, and you can send us a message if you have any questions. But most of all, we hope you'll join us to further our mission in making today better than yesterday. Until next time, keep fighting the good fight.
It's a